How you doing today? We haven't seen you in a while with a video on our management system. So today we are looking at a short video, one pager in that management system that was created that we shared with everybody based on toxic substances, safety items such as mold, asbestos, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, things such as that. Mold has become a big issue over the last 3-4 years, became regulated in New York State. So in basements, it's so common where you're going to have mold in those basement ceilings, and when you go to sell the property, it always becomes an issue after the home inspection. So that is a just beware of that. At the same time, tenants are always concerned about mold, so if something happens in an apartment, you want to be extra careful with that as well. I used to have a moisture detector, things like that, just to gauge levels of moisture in sheetrock, things like that, and make sure you're handling it properly, where you're not going in there ripping and tearing walls while tenants are there. You have to find those cautionary ways to handle that stuff. Asbestos. Buildings that are older, you're going to find asbestos pipe wrap in basements. Don't go ripping tearing into that. Tenants sometimes have laundry rooms in those basements. Some are privy to asbestos. They can call the health department. Health department comes in and says, remove your asbestos. So that's kind of a lottery. Unfortunately, all a tenant has to do is make that happen, and you're spending $5,000 on asbestos removal. Asbestos roofing, asbestos siding, asbestos flooring, asbestos insulation. These are things that we need to be aware of, especially when you're dealing with your maintenance employees. In basements, I made it a rule. We do not sweep basement floors. We HEPA vac everything. Last thing we want is your employees or yourself sweeping basement floors that have all these toxic substances down there, breathing it in. That is not what we're looking to do to our employees. Smoke detectors. Smoke detector in each bedroom. We're now to the point where we're buying those 10-year lithium smoke detectors. That is necessary in this day and age. We're always upgrading, or the regulatory agencies, New York State in this example, are always upgrading what they want us to do. Carbon monoxide detectors in each unit. Some units are really big, so sometimes they require 2 carbon monoxide detectors. And then we also put a carbon monoxide detector in the basement. Do not put carbon monoxide detectors too close to your gas appliance, because you'll just get a positive reading. Make sure you're 6, 8, 10 feet away, so it's getting an honest reading. Carbon monoxide detectors go 12 inches from the baseboard. Smoke detectors go 12 inches from the ceiling. Carbon monoxide detector, carbon monoxide gas settles down, smoke rises. Those are the major items that we look at for today, but that tool is the HEPA vac. Use a HEPA vac whenever you're doing any type of maintenance with that type of cleanup in the basement, so you're not, even a shop vac just sprays dust all over the place and your employees are at risk once again. So those are my tips for today on those items, which are super helpful when you're trying to protect your tenants and your maintenance employees.